Hello guys, today I'm going to teach you how to change the oil on a 190 FSH. The oil extractor pump, which you can get on Amazon. This is what you're going to need to extract the oil from your engine. You can use all the oils if you like, but myself I would like to use the same brand they recommend. And you're going to need a oil filter wrench. But before you do all that, you have to level your boat, because if you don't level your boat, then you're not going to get an accurate reading on your dipstick. Let me show you. So this is pretty good. Before you change your oil, you may want to run your engine, but before you start your engine, you want to put a hose here and make sure the hose has a turn off and turn on valve here, because you don't want to turn your water on right away and flood your engine. It could cause some serious damage to your engine. You want to start your engine first. And then after you turn the engine on, then you turn your water on. Because like I say, if you turn the water on before you turn the engine, you can cause damage to your boat. So, and make sure the water is coming out. The reason you want to run your engine for about 2 minutes is to warm up the oil in the engine, and that way you can extract the oil out of the engine easier, and also get the oil moving in there. Then when your engine is warm, first you want to turn this off. And after you turn that off, turn your key off. If you need this oil extractor pump, check the link below. It has worked for me very good for many times of use. And you have to make sure where the oil is going to be coming in and exiting from here. Now you have to remove your dipstick. And this is the hose that is going to extract the oil. Gotta put it in through here. Okay, once the hose hits the bottom, then you know you have hit the bottom of the tray, of the oil tray. Place the exit hose into a bucket. Make sure the hose stays down, because if it don't, then you're gonna have a little mess on your boat. Then roll one of your batteries, and negative and the positive. There's a switch here, you turn it on. The oil coming through there. Okay, this oil already has about 95 hours on the motor already. I think it's about time to get it changed. As you see there, it's pretty dark. Most of this engine has been run in deep sea. Been running for about 2 to 3 hours at a time. Not a high RPMs, probably like around 30 miles per hour. That's why it's good to warm up the engine, because when you warm up the engine, the oil is easier to take out with a pump. It's important to have your engine level because of that reason. When you put the hose to the dipstick, the pan is not tilted to one side or tilted to the other, and that way you can take out most of the oil out. You can never take 100% of the oil, but you'll be able to take a good 90 to maybe 95% of the oil, which is okay. And that is about to be done already. Once you see there's most of the air coming out of the pump, that means it's almost done. Okay, that is done. Now remove the tube. Now going to remove the oil filter. Before you do that, you may want to put a rag under the filter. That way you can catch any oil that's going to spill out of the filter. Put a little oil on the gasket. The reason I put a napkin between the filters, that way it doesn't damage the filter. Okay, the engine now has most of the oil that it needs inside, but you can't really test to see how much oil you have in the engine until you run the engine and get oil inside that filter. So I'm gonna do that right now. Let it run for about 30 seconds to a minute to see where that oil is going to fill up that filter. Okay, that's enough. See, now you know exactly how much oil you need to put back on, because it really needs some more. I always like to have the oil right between the last dot. You're supposed to have the oil in between those two dots. So never under the dot and never go higher than this dot. So I like to put my oil right about the dot. See? The oil is right on the top of the dot. That's where I like to keep my oil. That's it, the oil change is done. That's all it takes. And probably in parts oil, which is oil and filter, looking about $40 to $45, and the dealer will charge you about $200. If you're handy, I recommend you doing it yourself. If you're not handy, take it to your dealer, if you don't know what you're doing. But you can always learn to do it. It's not that hard. Just got to keep adding oil to get it to the right of the dipstick. The dealer recommends you a certain amount of oil on your motor, but since you can never take all that oil out, you can't put exactly what they say, because sometimes you can't take almost 100% of the oil out. So that's why I recommend add oil until you get it to the right amount in the dipstick. You do need to buy the oil pump, which you already have it forever. That way you can do all your oil changes and not have to pay anybody to do it. And the aggravation of towing it to a dealer, if you have a dealer next to your house, it's perfect. But my nearest dealer is close to 1 hour and 20 minutes. So to me, it's not just savings, it's that heavy traffic and also the fuel mileage, wear on the trailer. So to me, it's worth it to do it at my home instead of taking it to the dealer. I save money, time, and aggravation on the highway, which is traffic is getting worse every day. So I try to avoid to be less on the highway as possible. So there you go, guys. You save time to take the boat, and not just that, you go to the dealer and they say, leave your boat here. It's not like you're gonna go take it to the dealer and come back tomorrow in 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, and then you don't have the boat with you. So that only convenience to have the boat with you at all times, and only took me 15 minutes. Alright guys, so that's how you change your oil on the 190 FSH Yamaha. Hope it helps, and thanks for watching.